at some point you just have to get to this place where you see how effed up people are. You know? You have to see it, acknowledge it, no matter how uncomfortable it is. And you have to understand that justice doesn't always come, not to you. But I can tell you, justice does come, whether you see it or not. What do I mean by that? Karma. Lies are instant karma. The moment you lie, you're now stuck in a pattern where you're constantly having to create more lies and more lies to cover up the lie that you told originally. You also have to fake your way through life. Instant karma. So that's an example. But I want to say, there comes a point where you have to let people be people. If they stole money from you, if they tarnished your name, I'm just coming up with just anything off the top of my head, right? All of these things suck. I'm not saying they don't. They absolutely do suck. And those same people will go around saying, well, they treat me so bad and I've always been there for them, blah, 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 right? Okay, let them say it. You know the truth. Those people who know you best, they know the truth. And you know what? Who cares who knows? You know, and the divine knows. Okay? So you have to come to this place in your spirit where it's like, you know what? Keep the damn money. Keep your facade. Keep it. Just keep it. I don't even care anymore. Because you know what? It's time for me to move on. Move on. Glow up. Move up. Transcend the bullshit. You can't keep me in chains. Yeah, I think it's unfair. But you know what? It's been long enough. I know you're not going to do right. And that's okay. I won't stop loving you, but I will not let you sit at my dinner table, so to speak. I still wish you well from afar. I'll even send you a letter. Maybe even give you a phone call. Let you know that I do care about you. But that does not mean that I have forgotten what you've done. Now, with that said, also you have to keep in mind human nature. Human nature is to protect yourself. Protect yourself at all costs. It's an inbred thing. So you have to understand it is human nature that when you are caught doing something, to lie. Why? Because you don't want to suffer. Now, I understand that the person made you suffer, but they're not thinking about that at the time. You think about the little kid, who wrote on the walls of the house. They did it, right? And they thought it was so beautiful. Now it's going to cost you several $100s because your landlord's going to charge you for it. But they're going to lie and say it didn't happen or they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily so much that it was hatred towards you, though sometimes it is. But it's not necessarily that there's hatred against you. It's just self-preservation at your expense. Now, with that said, it kind of denotes a lack of maturity on a spiritual level when after so long they still cannot come to terms and admit to the fault and make it right? Because even a little kid usually eventually will come to you and say, you know what, Mom, I'm sorry. I did do it. I've seen it. So not all kids, but a lot of kids will. But there's a lot of adults who haven't even reached that level. So you just have to let them be. Let them live this way. Because they never learn the lesson if they don't experience it. And anything that you could say or do to them will never be as large as the lesson they're going to learn from the universe. Not that I'm wishing bad on anybody. My thing is, I want people to learn the lesson, but it's not like I'm praying that they suffer. I don't want that. My take on this situation is this. You already know that there's certain people in your life that are never going to tell the truth. It's okay. That's their choice. Let them do it. Because you have the tools, the skills to do everything you did in the past, to grow everything just as big as you did before, and actually even bigger because now you've got experience of dealing with these narcissistic personalities under your belt. So what you can build now is much more powerful than what you could back then. So I just want to tell you guys, I'm not telling you like be okay with it fully, but it's at the same time I am saying be okay with it. Let them live that life, because in time, one way or another, even if it's 60 years down the line, it's going to catch up with them. And even if it doesn't, don't be stuck in their pattern. It's not worth it. Whatever they took from you, they can't take away your pride. They can't take away your skill set. They can't take away your spiritual self. They can't do it. They can try all they want to. Yes, they can make you feel bad about yourself, or make you cry, or make you angry. But you know what? You're still that same person inside, only stronger. So let them have it. Let them have it. Move on. Bye, guys.